Sounds good. Thank you so much. Pierre, thank you so much for joining us. I'm representing Urban Faith. We reach African American churches across the country.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bad Guys 2 was a great time for me. Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, Alan. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Means a lot, man.
Absolutely. So one of the themes that I think was really important in this movie was second chances, and
Yep.
talked about how they're both blessings and really challenging a lot of times. Can you talk about why you decided to weave that into the film so much?
I think the second chances and the reformation of those characters and the reinsertion into society, that's always been kind of part of the DNA of this franchise. I mean, we're talking about characters that just in a world of humans look different, and they have a bad rap and they are being labeled as bad, and then so they build their own identities forever as being ostracized and being different, and for probably wrong reasons. And again, if you think about the folklore around the big bad wolf or the sharks, and they're so mislabeled, they're so misconstrued, they're so like we are projecting our fears and phobia into those animals for no reason. And I think that, so from the first film, from the books themselves, the idea of um, changing your life and wanting to become someone different, but not being given the chance to do it, has been present. It's part of the DNA. And I think so. We explored that change, that big change in the first one, where Mr. Wolf decides to go good. It's really difficult for him to change, but ultimately he manages to do that, pays his dues. And in this second one, it really is an extension of that change, where like it's all about reinserting society. It's all about asking for a second chance and waiting for people to love you and accept you. And it doesn't happen that simply. And that to me is the nuance I wanted to bring, which is like, yeah, it's hard. Like change is hard. Getting people to trust you is very difficult. It's very tricky. It's much easier to just lose the trust of people than to gain it. And I think that was always part of the discussion. That was very compelling and so relatable for all of us and every single one of us, just to be, yeah, we've always been faced with those situations, those odds where you just decide to make a change and you realize, oh my God, did I make the right move? Did I make the right change? Nobody trusts me. Nobody wants to help me out in there. Nobody wants me to make that change. And now I feel miserable and I want to go back to who I used to be because that was comfortable. And I think that's what we're talking about here. But then hope is in there. And if you have hope, if you held hope and you stick to your guns and you keep pushing, then you'll find that it can happen and you can make it happen and you can become someone different, someone better.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. And I think that this movie really stood out to me just as one of the most fun movies that I've seen in a long time. Can you
Thank you.
talk about what was your favorite part of telling this new story with characters that we may be familiar with from Bad Guys 1?
Totally. I mean, look, this uh, it's hard to pinpoint one favorite piece because when I experienced the film, each set piece is such a fun set piece. Each sequence is so fun that I'm like, every time I'm like, oh, wait till the next one. They're gonna love the next one. And I love the next one, and I love this next beat. So there's so many good moments that I relate to and just like remember and just love. If I were to choose one, definitely space is a big part of it. And then we had so much fun shooting up there and just giving the feeling to the audience that you're literally floating in orbit, in that space base. That funny gag in the spacesuit is part of the books. It's been described in the books. That's the reason why we have it in the movie, because it's such one of the favorite beat in the entire book series for kids. We wanted to explore it, wanted to see what it was, and it was just so outrageously fun. Definitely one of my favorite gag, of course, because it's outlandish, it's silly, it's stupid, but at the same time, we're in that super cool gravity style awesome set piece and super sophisticated, and the visuals are amazing. And then so that juxtaposition of visuals slash dumbness is great. That's what this movie is about, and that's a fun, sophisticated, silly ride.
I appreciate your time so much, Pierre. Thanks for it.
Of course, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Totally.